Welcome and welcome back. As always, I'm Jeremy Fee, and this is my Booktube channel. I film these videos in front of my cats, but they're asleep, so hopefully they won't be making noises in the background this time. Today I've got a Double Tag Tuesday for you. John from Hey Y'all Listen Up actually did a video with these exact two tags in it, and he tagged me, so I'm just going to do them both. They are the End of the Year tag and the Are You Like Jane Austen tag. So first of all, John, I always appreciate being tagged. Got an awesome YouTube channel, and I appreciate you. The End of the Year tag was created by Ariel Bissett, and I believe on her channel, she's been doing a lot of videos about her house. She bought a house. She's been fixing it up, but it looks like she still got some Booktube content on there as well. And the Are You Like Jane Austen tag was created by Shelley Swearingen. She's got a fun channel. If you're not watching her stuff, she talks about cleaning and organizing, and she's got some vlogs in addition to her Booktube content. It always applies. It goes back to the books. Don't worry. I recommend you watch them. Let's start with that End of the Year tag. This one just has 6 questions. You know what? I should just go ahead and say I'm going to make it an open tag for all of this because I know a lot of people have already done one or both of these, but they're fun. They're really fun to do. So I tag you if you are listening to this, and I recommend that you do the tags. End of the Year tag, prompt 1. Are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Yes. The Wheel of Time. I had such high expectations for myself getting through that series quickly, but it's a lot of books, and some of them are thick books. Some of them are not. I made it to Bookgate. I started Bookgate, and then I kind of felt like I was in a swamp, in a quagmire, maybe in some quicksand or something. I don't know. My goal is to get back to them during our Thanksgiving week when I'll be off of work, and then maybe at the end of the year when they give me that winter Christmas vacation for a couple of weeks. But I really do hope to finish not just that book, but hopefully the whole series before the end of the year. Prompt number 2. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I'm going to recommend Cameron Chaney's book Autumn Crow, which I just recently read. It's got autumn in the title. It's fun when it comes to that Halloween autumn atmosphere. You really get that feeling from that book. So I think it's perfect for this question. By the way, Cameron Chaney on his YouTube channel just put out an interesting vlog, Halloween and pumpkins and all that. Number 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? This is an awesome question with great timing because on October 20th, we have the official release date for We're Not Home. Listen to me shamelessly plug the book with my story in it. Once again, it's an awesome collection. Set my story aside and just consider all the others. It's an awesome collection. You should read these stories. They're so much fun. In fact, I will probably have a video out about them for release day, so stay tuned to the channel. Number 4, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? I can't even think of the end of the year. I'm going to go with this month. 3 books I want to read by the end of this month. I don't know if I'll get to them, but I hope to. Margaret Pinard's first 2 books. Let's see. Dulcie's Legacy and Memories Hostage. I've got them sitting on the shelf. I'm hoping to get to them. And also, there was a fantasy author who contacted me about reviewing his book, and I said I can't get to it until October or November, but it's called Song of Echoes, and it's got a beautiful cover. A really nice cover, so it looks good. I'm hoping that I can at least start it this month, maybe finish it next month, and be able to talk about it soon. Number 5, is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Yes. If I can get to those Margaret Pinard books, she has surprised me in the past with some exciting characters and interesting stories. Out of the 2 titles, Memories Hostage sounds like the one that might grab at me the most because of the word hostage, but Dulcie's Legacy has the word legacy in the title, and I do like the concept of a legacy, so I don't know. I don't know which one it'll be if it is one of them. Number 6, have you already started making reading plans for 2022? That's so funny. I have my spreadsheet, so yes, I have. I've already been planning when I can talk about certain books. I'm always going in and changing what's in the spreadsheet, moving things around, adapting it, but I've got some ideas. And now it's time for the second tag of the day. Are you like Jane Austen tag? I just want to point out from the beginning, I do not think that I have a lot in common with Jane Austen, but this is a fun tag as I've seen a lot of people do it where you get points. The more things you have in common with Jane Austen, the more points you get, and then it ranks you at a certain level at the end. So if you do this one, you get to add up points. And let's hope I'm good at the math today. Prompt number 1, Jane Austen was an artist and writer. Give yourself a point if you're an artist. Give yourself a point if you are a writer. By artist, I assume they mean someone who actually draws and paints. I'm just going to give myself 1 point as a writer, even though I do like playing, I say playing, as a hobby. I like photography. I like doing some graphic design and manipulating pictures and graphics and that sort of thing. But if you're asking me to actually draw something or paint something, it's not going to be very good. Number 2, Austen was born to a large family. Give yourself a point if you have 3 or more siblings. No point for me there. I just have the 1 brother. Number 3, Jane Austen did not enjoy her formal education. Give yourself a point if you did not care for school. I love school. When I was a senior in high school, I had the opposite of senioritis. I was going to all my friends saying, they're going to kick us out. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, they call it graduation, but they're kicking us out. I was not happy that I was going to have to go out into what people called the real world. In fact, I was so upset about it that I became a teacher. And now I get to go back to high school every day. Oh, Jane Austen. I can't believe Jane Austen did not enjoy her education. Number 4, dark humor is woven throughout Jane Austen's writing. Give yourself a point if you have a grim sense of humor, and you have to actually share a dark joke in order to get this point. I don't want to be canceled. I don't want people to dislike the video or unsubscribe to my channel, so I'm not sharing a dark joke, even though I know some. Number 5, Jane Austen broke off 2 engagements and died a spinster. Give yourself a point if you're single. I'm still at just 1 point, so it looks like I really don't have a lot in common with Jane Austen. Number 6, Austen experienced low periods or spells of depression. Give yourself a point if you struggled with mental health. Okay, great. I can get a point for that. Yay, point for that. That's 2 points. Number 7, Jane moved away from her childhood home in her 20s. Give yourself a point if you've lived away from your childhood. Oh, yes. I've moved around so much in my life. Now I have 3 points. Number 8, Jane was not vain. Give yourself a point if you have very little interest in vanity. Obviously, I am so not vain. I don't even put my face in these videos. So there's a 4th point for me. Number 9, hair was of little concern to Austen. Give yourself a point if you cannot be bothered with your hair. That's really funny. I actually cut my own hair, so I don't think I deserve that point. Number 10, Austen expressed her distaste for hot weather. Give yourself a point if you dislike the heat. Oh, yes. As someone living in Texas, I hate the heat. There is so much heat here. And then when it's done being really hot all the time, suddenly it's freezing cold. Whew. Alright, so I have 5 points. According to this, if you get 5 points, it says, though you have less in common with Jane Austen than some, you could probably spend an afternoon with her chatting about your similarities and differences. That is incorrect. Jane Austen is dead. I cannot spend an afternoon chatting with her. This tag. It was fun, though. It was fun, I suppose, to imagine. I'm being too literal, aren't I? I do that all the time. It's been a fun tag. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.